Hey, how's it going? It's your boy Kennard Lewis. We in the flesh. We doing it right. And I'm here today to talk to you about a topic that I know we've all been through it at times, and that's about going through the motions. It's never easy when you're starting something new. Shoot, it's not always easy when you've been doing it for months, for years. But there's something about the new, about the mundane, about the old, about the unfamiliarness to it that causes us to not really give it our all in every single step of the way. And I find that somewhat interesting because this could be an act that we're used to doing. We've done it with ease. We could do it with our hands tied behind our back. We could do it with our eyes closed. But something about today, something about this moment, and it's pulling us back. It's pulling us away. And it's causing us to not feel it anymore. It's causing us to not want to do it anymore for some reason. And it's confusing because, returning to something that, you've been through before or just doing the same thing over and over again is like, why? I know this. Why am I not feeling this? And, it could be so easy for people to say, oh, you just got to do it. You got to submit the assignment. You got to do this. You got to do that. And it's easier said than done, and I don't think everybody understands the complexities of just the everyday struggle. Like, to other people, they see us and they look at, oh, you've been doing that for years. You've been doing that for months. What's the difference now? And sometimes we don't always know. That's the crazy thing about, as I talked about last time, about drifting. It's like sometimes we don't even know how to stop the drift. And in that unknown, we just drift even further. So even in sometimes, why are we feeling this way? Why am I going through this? And sometimes it could be burnout. Sometimes it could be anxiety. Sometimes it could be sadness, depression. It just could be tiredness, exhaustion, right? These are some of the things that we're going through, and sometimes we don't necessarily pay attention to. But we'll notice that I don't have the energy to do this. We'll notice that I don't want to do this today. But sometimes we don't always get to the root. And that's what's so interesting about going through the motions is that even though I think it's powerful to push, even though you don't want to do it, I think that's powerful. But even though for the people that don't decide to push, I think sometimes that's powerful as well. Because on two ends of the spectrum, you have one person who is deciding to push past that tiredness, that achiness. But then on the other side, maybe they're saying no. Maybe they're saying, I don't want to go through the motions anymore. Maybe I need to get some help. Maybe I need to heal. And I think that's powerful. And I think for us going through the motion, I think we need to realize why are we going through the motion. Have some self-compassion, like, yes, it's okay to maybe not feel it all the time and you got to do it. Give yourself praise and like, okay, maybe I can't do it for an hour. Maybe I could do this act for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Maybe I can't do it for a week. Maybe I'll do it for a day or two. And sometimes going through the motions and allowing yourself to just do what you can instead of trying to do it all at once can be beneficial for us. Instead of losing ourselves in the mix, instead of fighting and trying to make ourselves feel guilty for not doing it, for taking time to rest, to ease ourselves. Because going through the motions isn't just something to ignore all the time. It's a reflection of what we're feeling inside. And I think it's important for us to analyze that, talk about it, process that, and see how we can get through it. And there's different ways, and maybe you need to do some things that you love more than doing things that you don't like. Maybe you need to go to therapy. Maybe you need to take a break. Maybe you need to rest more. You know, I know we have deadlines, and I know that we have responsibilities, but sometimes I forget that I have a responsibility to myself. That if I don't fix the things that are going through my body and through my mind, then there won't be any deadlines to actually meet because I might not be here. So let's analyze and take breaks, take time, because I believe that there's something for us if we do that. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.